Hi, my friends. Here we are at the famous graduate show. My whole setup's a little bit handicapped today. I need a new second monitor, but I've decided not to deal with it until I get back from St. Louis. Which brings me to the point that next week, I'm not sure I'm going to be doing the graduate show. I'm going to be out there in St. Louis. I'm not going to have my setup or anything. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe Kostya and David will cover for me. Maybe it just falls out for the week. We'll see how it goes. I've been doing this show for years now, every week. And then this tournament's so intense, maybe I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay. So, high pepper chess. Because my second monitor is no bueno, I have to click around here, so I'm probably not going to be able to see things as good as I'd like to be seeing them. Okay. So, seeing chat in particular. So, today we're doing under 1,000. And when I say under 1,000, that also includes people who, like Giorgio here, who graduated, from 900 into the 1,000. So, we got a good amount of people. We got a good amount of people today. Total, we got this week, it's only 20. It's going to be an easy week. Okay. So, one thing we've noticed with the dojo, I would be curious if anybody has a theory on this, but it seems like activity in the dojo, both in terms of people getting into the program and also people just doing things in the program, declines in the summer. It makes some sense. But honestly, for me, summer's always been a chess-filled season, Anyways, that's why I think we're a little soft on graduates. Often, before, a couple months ago, we had 30 or 40. So here we go. Here's the Germaniac. And let's take a look. Germaniac has graduated numerous times here and has not done any of the tactics rating stuff. We hope he does that. The Germaniac could be a she, but, somebody named Germaniac is probably a dude. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Okay, so we got clubs. We got some German Deutschland clubs going on here. We're going to take a look at the activity. And actually, we're going to do this one. And it's been a pretty easy graduation for the Germaniac here. So basically, Germaniac has just been cruising, just been cruising. He just only logged a little bit of work flying up. Let's see if he's got any games. This one I might have gone over already. Let's just see. Yeah, I already looked at that one. So we encourage the Germaniac to give us another game. All right, back to the front. Next up is Wrenches and Benches, one of my favorite dojoers. And he says, this was a tough one. So many ups and downs in my play. I stayed consistent even though it was very hard to keep going at the low points. Word. I know that it will only get more and more difficult, but I am starting to feel a bit more confident in my play. Just a bit. I did not get a chance to use any sparring partner from the dojo this round in this cohort. Looking forward to be able to find a sparring partner in the next level up onward. Okay. Let's click on Wrenches and Benches. So, full-time soldier. Amazing. I assume this means with the bench, like he's doing the bench press. I went out and tried to do my bench press PR yesterday. Total fail. I had hit a really good 5x5 number, and I was like, I'm ready to PR, boss. I'm ready to go in there. I had my friend. I was like, meet me there before class, about 20 minutes early. You're going to do this thing. I was total fail, dude. Total fail. I don't know why. I thought I was going to have that thing for sure. Okay. So, hi, Abdul. Again, I'm just going to check in with the chat. I'm going to hopefully, my second monitor not working. But in any case, let's get into Wrenches and Benches. Clubs. Army Vets. Nice. New England. Going to look at some activity. And here we go. Dude did a lot of work. Look at that. A lot of work. He's doing non-dojo. What is he doing? All kinds of stuff. And you could tell what we're talking about when he says it was a hard slog. He's got lunchtime OTB, coach time, chess media, all kinds of stuff, man. Look at that. amazing. So definitely somebody who earned it. And these are the graduations that interest me most, because if somebody, comes in, does a little bit of work and is flying up, they're not close to the plateau. And that's what the training program really is aimed at. Of course, it's going to help people who are just, flying up, but they're not going to be doing like the whole program. They're kind of just going to be picking and choosing. Here, wrenches and benches, this guy's doing some work, man. He's doing some work. All right, I have a feeling we're going to see some games. Let's check it out. Hopefully, I'll say something interesting. So first, I'll mark this bad boy as reviewed. We're going to now look at the time graph. And I have a feeling this is when you import it, when you import the game, you have to, I don't know, there's some way people are doing it funny and then it gives us zeros. But if you do it the normal way, just grabbing it by the like Chess.com or Elite Chess, just hit that share button, it should bring all the times into the game. Now I'm going to stare at my little setup here. Well, it looks kind of okay. I had a whole different thing. Actually, DM Hokie made me a layout. I haven't even dealt with it yet. But I was kind of like, see, if I go Dojo Game Review, it looks like that. And I don't know if that's really an improvement, So let's just, and then I forget to go back and forth. So let's just stick with this for a second. All right. So one of the things, I assume Charles is our wrenches and benches, and he's learning this Stonewall course. Okay. The rant I give all the time. Charles, listen close. You're killing yourself by doing opening courses at where you're at. Okay? Because you're going to end up looking at some weird stuff. And if we think about it, and you're not going to learn principles. So what are the principled moves here? It's actually useful just to name them. Knight F3, C4, Knight C3, G3. There's other moves you could do, but basically those are your moves right there. You got to get your people out, and E3 blocks in your bishop on C1. Is it terrible? No, but it's not a principled move. And that's definitely not a principled move. It's just definitely not a principled move. Does not help any of your pieces. Okay. And then that's not helping anybody. That's not helping anybody. Okay. Now, your opponent can do a variety of things here. E4, bishop E7. They're doing great. Your knight on H3 is terrible. Again, this is happening to you because you're not following the principles. Now, ED4 is a little bit poor because you have a terrible piece and it's helping that terrible piece out a little bit. This move is then terrible because it's moving a developed piece twice. Principles. So what would be correct from black? Bishop E7 and castles. Okay, so knight D5. And now you play queen E2. What is a principled move? To castle. Notice with your arrows, you're afraid of knight B4, but that would be another move that's not a developing move. And queen E2, is it eventually going to get hit? Yeah, yes it is. C3, castles. And now you go for it here with bishop H7. Now, this move in and of itself might be okay, maybe, okay? But it's not working for the reasons you thought it was working. Now, this is very important. What I want you to see is that with this opening course, it's confused you so much that you're seeing a pattern that might work in a different circumstance. Here, it's just not working. Okay? So, why is it, what's the main reason it's not working? Because your pieces are not developed. Okay, takes, and now I think you got to go take your piece back with either queen E4 or queen H5. The bummer, though, is that black's lead in development here is now so extreme that you're just in bad trouble. He could also do this nasty thing to you. Check, and then check. It's just, he's killing you. He's murdering you. So this wasn't it, because now you've lost a piece. And now the simplest thing they should do is just play bishop h6, and they're crushing you. But they're also crushing you here. Check to the miserable king. Queen e4. Don't really like it. Rook e8 would slay you. It would slay you. Queen e4, good move. Rook e1. Queen g6. g4, kind of funky. Kind of funky. Interesting, I guess. We're down a piece. We got to try to do something. Good that you developed your business there. Okay. I am okay with that trade. I like having the G and H pawn next to each other, close to the king. Okay, yeah, I like it too. The main problem he has to deal with is this c4 move, which maybe it's not that big of a deal. I kind of like his bishop d3 move. Okay, good move. And now he's kind of blowing it here. Now he's killing us still. So the obvious thing is then he should have thought about forking you there if he wanted to fork you. Good move. Good move. We are down a lot of things. Now, on this rook e8, we should consider knight c7 now. Because this we're just... actually, what am I saying? Excuse me. You did what you did was fine, but he is still winning. Weird that he let you take there. Weird. There's some weird things I don't understand here, but it looks bad for us, doesn't it? Okay. I felt solid in this game. I did not mind losing. Mark is a far superior player than I am. I guess it's time to brush up on my endgame play, obviously. Okay, so this was a OTB, a chestnut. I'm not too familiar with it, but I have a feeling that's how, I don't know. I think the chestnut is, I got to look into chestnut. I'm so old, but I think the chestnut is an OTB kind of thing. Okay, a couple things I want you to pay attention to. If you could just trust me on this one, Charles, if you just trust me, forget about all of these opening courses. You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You need to learn to play principled moves. Okay? Stuff like this isn't it. No, 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 no. That is not it. And I think, you know, it's not just the progress that you're going to get here. There's going to be a huge competitive advantage if you learn to develop your pieces. But later on, too, you're going to have a sense of what a harmonious development of your pieces feels like just by doing principled moves. And this isn't it. Okay, so I'm done yelling at him. I'm done yelling at him. Okay. I was over here. I just want to check in on the anybody yelling at me. Okay. So let's go back. And next up we have Ezra Moon, and Ezra is just getting started here. Let's go take a look. Using the USCF, that's great. Has done a checkmate test, nice. Probably hasn't done PR survival that intently, and hasn't done the tactics test. So we're going to give Ezra a follow here. Clubs, no clubs, activity. And, all right. They did a little bit of work. They haven't been here too long, and they've had a nice rating jump. You know, with USCF, it's going to be like that, right? You're going to play a tournament, play another tournament, and then he's just staircasing it up. All right, do we have any games? No games. Ezra, buddy, give us some games, Bowes. Give us some games. Next up, we have Galir. And Galir says, loving the program, not sure this one feels super earned since I'm brand new, but no question that the analysis led to the improvement I saw pretty quickly. I think I'm beginning to understand what chess content producers mean by there is no substitute for hours spent understanding positions. Thanks for all the great work. Long way to go and lots more work to do. Okay, let's have a look into Galir. Ooh, I blundered. Hold on. I don't want to blunder. I got to right click on people. It's very importante. So, Galir is flying up there. Joined pretty recently. And got this parabola going, Wordsworth. Be cool to see some tests get done. Let's go clubs. No clubs. Activity. So just joined, has done this much work. I have a feeling we're going to see some games in here. And we do. Let's take a look at this one. Home market is reviewed. Here is our famous, no time graph here. Yeah, again, somehow people are bringing their game in a way they're not transferring the PGN over correctly. Well, or maybe it's a over the board game and it just doesn't have it. This looks like it's a 30 minute game. Yeah. Okay, so he's playing black. Let's flip the board. Okay, C3. Not a great move. An example of somebody playing some opening setup and not thinking, right? Bishop A5. Yeah, not following the principles. It is it is so easy to learn the principles, my friend. Of all the things in chess, the principles are the easiest to learn. That's not it. He doesn't have a plan. You're freaking out. Play something like E6, Knight F6. Those are the principled moves. Little funky. And it's true now. Maybe this is annoying. Okay. Because I don't want to play B6. But imagine if I had played Knight F6, the principled move instead. On Queen B3, I have several ideas. If I needed to, I could play Queen C8 or the sad B6. But I would be very interested in letting him have the pawn because, hey, I'm up development mucho, right? Okay, so here we go. Okay, good. Now, this is maybe okay, but you know that I don't like it because it's not developing your people. Little funky, giving you the center. And the fine developing move. Not a developing move, right? Good move. E4, no utility. And it would be wrong even if it wasn't just a tactical blunder, right? Because he's not bringing out his people. You got to say thank you there. I think Knight E4, a little bit more dynamic, right? Because you're hitting this one. Yep. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're in total control. Queen A4. What's the problem with this move? It's not developing, right? Now, one thing I want to stress, when they're giving you time, you should want to take even more time. Take time away from them. And so the move is, bam, let's hit him with that. Let's start rolling. Let's start hurting this person, right? Okay, so your move is fine, though. All right, D4. Now, about this move D4, notice that this knight has no squares. It's just absolutely terrible. And when it gets to this square, it's still dominated by this pawn. So a key skill in chess is, once you learn principled opening moves, you start saying to yourself, oh, the next level up is to say, oh, boss, can I stop my opponent from moving their pieces, right? So when you play d4, it might look cool, but you just gave Mr. Knight a spot, and he's doing something. Here, the knight is not doing anything, right? So a standard moves here could be rook over, queen b7, something like that. You're doing great. So d4, he takes poor move. And now you should contemplate taking with the queen. You take here. I don't know. I don't know either. But I do know that I see this every time I do the grad show. People aren't developing their pieces. Is he fixing his knight? No, he's not. Good move. All right, finally they fixed the knight. Okay. Good move. I like that one. And now you got a real horse laying down on him over here. Coming soon with 93 to a horse near you. That's just a blunder. Bam! Oh, no! Free knight, I guess. Yeah, it is. So, we talk a lot about development here, and it is the easiest thing to learn. But this, in the under 1,000 cohorts, tactical mistakes like this, yes, your position's still amazing after 93, but misses like knight takes c7, that's what is ultimately the kind of mistake that can turn the game. Here you're winning so amazingly that I don't think it'll make a difference. But see, yeah, we didn't want that. At the very least, boss, go take this one and then come back. Good move. Good move. Delicious. Okay. Okay. I did not drop any pieces to obvious tactics. Fought in the center. Did not get overly aggressive. The thing I want you to calculate is, try not to lose time in the opening. Try not to lose time. Okay, in general, though, what are you seeing from this opponent? They lost even more time. They lost even more. So, yeah, overall, a good game for sure. I'm just, thinking about this. And I think this is not a horrendous mistake. You would see this kind of mistake at a higher level. But I think it's important to just understand. If you can get it, you'll get it, right? You'd be like, oh, right, I don't want to help the knight, right? I don't want to help Mr. Knight. Okay, so let's go back. Did I mark this? I did. Next up, we have Jared, who's just been graduating. Dude, this guy's graduating all the time. Non-stop graduation. So, Renga, what is easier said than done? There's some things that are easier. But I tell you what, learning to principle chess, that's one of the things that can be done. Just you got to dial it in a little bit, practice it some, have me yell at you a little bit. But ultimately, it's not as hard as, say, learning to not drop your pieces. That's going to take some Polgar mates because you need to have a grip on the board. I did a video, actually, about the 3 things that a player needs to learn to get to 1,000, right? In order of importance, not hanging your stuff, and that means having a mental grip on the squares. Number 2, using your time. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to see a time graph the last couple games that we looked at. And then number 3, bringing your people out. Like I said, Renga, it is, of all the things to learn, the principles are the easiest. And a lot of these people you see, they're studying crazy openings. They're studying all this stuff. It's like, oh no, if I could just have an hour of their time that they were spent learning some weird chessable course, an hour of their time to just go over their games and think about the principles. I did a course on chessable called It's About Time. Very simple course, teaching the fundamentals, the principles. All right, speech over. I give it every time. I know, you guys are tired of it. Next up, we have Jared. And Jared says, it feels good to be graduating 2 weeks in a row, but I'm graduating faster than I can move through the material. That's fine. I'm not doing enough of the hard work that we're all being asked for. You will get to a point, my friends. You will get there. For example, I need to take tactics and mate tests, and I don't think I have fully absorbed what everyone's first chess workbook has to offer yet. One classical game a week isn't enough either. Over the past 2 weeks, I stopped working on the mates, and I need to start a daily regimen with it. Instead, I've been playing too many blunder games. The blunder games show that I'm decreasing the frequency of my errors. Also, Chessable is drilling me on the errors I'm making in those shorter games as well as the longer games I'm playing on Lead Chess. It's time to buckle down and identify core problems in my game through focused analysis and clinical diagnosis of problems that are preventing me from being a stingy miser of time and material. Well said. If I don't start focusing on these fundamental components of my game, I will soon hit a frustrating plateau. Now, by the way, the plateau is going to happen to everybody. It's going to happen to everybody. Okay, so here's Jared. And Jared has done some checkmate and tactics tests. Again, we have to fix this layout so I can see how many tactics tests Jared has taken. But overall, it looks like his tactics are higher, well, about roughly the same as his rating. So, look at that rating graph, by the way. Look at that thing. Welcome to the dojo, man. Just flying up there. Loads of clubs. Super cool. Now we're going to look at activity. We're going to go back one. And 24 hours of work. So that's well done. Doing some non-dojo stuff too. Great. Let's see if we got a games. We do. And hopefully I'll be able to say something helpful for Jared. So this is a 45-45. We have this beautiful time graph. Fortunately, for Jared, I don't get to really yell at him. Unless the position might have been won or lost over here, but otherwise, both players are using their time. As we move up in the cohorts, we also begin to see people are starting to play longer time controls, which is exactly right. Okay. No, it doesn't change any of the information. We just play principal moves here. Here we go. Knight f6, knight c3, e6. Okay. Now, I just want to say e6 can't be that bad. Okay. e5, from a principal standpoint, good. e4, and now bishop c5 is definitely a mistake because you're getting hit with both e5 or d4. So you're absolutely right. The move d5 would have been called for here. Good. Now we're getting really wailed on. Okay. Not the most aggressive move from white. White, again, when you're up in time, you should really strive to gain more time. So, for example, this move looks annoying. Just developing and asking you a question, and it's a question that you're going to have to compromise something to answer. I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say g6. I want to win more time. See the theme? Once we start winning time, it can be like an avalanche. Your opponent cuts you some slack. This move makes me nervous because of bishop f3. Okay, knight e2, bishop b7, good. Queen a4. Bishop c3. Okay. Good. You're going to catch up in development. And it's not clear that the queen's amazing on a4. Good. Now, despite our poor beginning, we are now developing our people. I think you're okay with this knight g7. I just believe you got to bring that knight out. b4. Queen b8. I want to stress something here. Is dude threatening anything? I don't think so. I think he's messing around. So, for example, on b5, we have knight a5. And on d5, we have knight e5. So, from a principled standpoint, we just want a castle. There we go. Chess is easy. Could also maybe play b6, but that's highfalutin. Castles is the simple way to play. All right, so queen b8. Good move. Bishop b3, wasn't it? Poor. What do I need you to do? I need you to castle. And then this is a horrendous move by white. What are they doing? Look at this. Your rook has so much trouble developing, and he just developed it for you. Take the pawn, buddy. Take the pawn. Your rook is free. Set him free. Okay, knight a5. You're doing fine now. Okay. c6. c6 makes me a little nervous because you're blocking your queen's scope and you're creating this business here. And when I say this business, I mean now you can't castle. So what was the correct move from a practical, Kraai's dogmatic point of view? Castle's long, castle short. Queen b4, now we have a little grief. Going after your business. Going after your business. b5, critical moment. Your opponent blunders, bishop d2. Bam, you got him. He just goes back. Now you can, I like that move. Queen d8. Okay. Now we definitely want to be chasing the queen off of this diagonal now. So I think the most practical one is go bam. He goes here, we go bam. And then he goes back and we go bam. We say, give me that queen trade, bows. Why do we need the queen trade? Because he's hindering our king from castling. Now he's got a little juice on us. I don't understand knight c3. Good move. Okay. All right, now we have ourselves a little endgame. It's getting dodgy. And he just hangs his stuff. Again, this is where the game will be decided, on people hanging stuff like this. Check the miserable king. Very nice. Very nice. Blunder. And that's how these games are decided. So one thing I just want to stress here. So this is move 35. What we often observe, especially in the under 1,000 cohorts, is that when people get to the end game, first of all, they stop annotating their games because they think it's easy or something. And then when we look at the time graph here, there's everything still to play for by either side. So the game's not even close to over. If the game was over, I would be like, okay, we can move faster. It's not over. We got all kinds of things going on. But instead, both sides are going faster than the increment because they can't take the anxiety of the ending. And this, down there, they're just making impulsive decisions. So again, in the under 1,000 cohorts, one of the keys to success is to learn to slow down. If white had slowed down, they surely would have seen, oh my God, my pawn on d4 is attacked. Right? Okay, good. That's Jared. Congratulations on another graduation. I'm going to check in on what people are saying in the chat. Kevin James noted there's winning an exchange. I'm sure that was true. Okay, so boop, boop. Good. Next up, we have B. Goldsman. My first graduation at the dojo. Really happy with my recent progress. The biggest improvements have come due to analyzing my games as well as Polgar mates. That's just music to my ears. Okay, so here's B. Goldsman. Tell us something about yourself here. Okay, here hasn't done any tactics tests, but the tactics rating kind of fits with where they are. 895. Look at that. Joins the dojo and just starts flying up there. Yeah, there we go. Took a minor dip after making it, so it's still acceptable. All right, so clubs, UK Dojo, all right. And then we got activity. Oh, looking good, looking good. And I really like that we are game focused. Loads of games, fantastic. And this is Ben Hughes here. So we are gonna click this bad boy. This looks like these look all like OTB games. Let's click this one because he's playing up. He's playing up here. As you can see, some people making some comments. Really great. Oh, let's look at that, man. The dojo is amazing. So I'm going to mark it as reviewed. We're going to take a look at the times weren't imported. That's okay. Here we go. Very simple development. I agree. A little funky. Yeah. Beautiful. Well said. Bishop e6. Now, Bishop e6 is not terrible, but I want you to see something. Eventually, a battle is going to take place on the e file. And when you play Bishop e6, you are putting your business in the way of that battle. Right? Bishop e2. Poor for the same reason, because the rook is going to need to go to e1. Want to go to e1. c5. Okay. 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 You're just following development. It's fine. Queen c1. Weird. Queen c7. I'd prefer castling here, but okay. Little slow. Rook c8. Good move. And now you get frisky with knight b4. Okay. Now maybe, maybe. Let me just say the complaint about knight b4, potential drawback, whatever you want to call it, is that it is not a developing move. However, if we do it, we're really hoping to knock the guy out, right? So I think it might be sufficiently annoying that it could be okay. So he certainly doesn't solve the problem here. So notice what happened is the guy really tied himself up in knots here. Right. And he kind of set a trap for you. All you need to do is castle and your development is amazing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so he set a trap. Bam! Oh no. Damage limitation, right? And I need you to castle, buddy. You gotta castle. So this is about principled chess. Even here, you have, at this level, you can still win this game, right? But we can't, when we're playing bishop f5, we gotta castle. Yeah, we're getting wasted. Okay. Overall, my biggest mistake was not castling, allowing checks, and losing the game. I mostly agree with that. So let's just focus on a couple things. The rook c1 was a typical tactical mistake, right? And you did it because I'm sure you were hopeful, and you had a right to be hopeful because this position looked nasty, right? Look at this position here. It looks like we're the ones that are about to land the body blows, right? And it's time. It's time to castle. It's time to castle. Okay. Good. Simple improvement here that you can see, right? By the way, I just want to make a couple quick notes. Just so bishop d6 is the most principled move. Bishop d3, most principled. c5 is not the end of the world, okay? But again, I'd rather see bishop d6 and castle. It will pay dividends for you to castle early and often. All right, good. Next up, we have Giorgio. And we have, what do we got here? We got 3 more graduates left. Let me check in on the chat saying nasty things. We have 3 more graduates left. And Giorgio says, over here, happy about making the graduation. This guy's graduated a bunch of times here. Spent some time this cohort finishing last cohort's How to Beat Your Dad at Chess, and still not finished with the first book of Morphe. Will finish it before starting on the new task. Before joining the dojo, I was banging my head on ChessCom puzzles and not making much progress. I feel that also doing easier puzzles and blunder games have helped my board vision, as I'm blundering a little less now. Right, that's how he got over 1,000. By the way, you get over 1,000 and you are in the 90th percentile of ChessCom people. You know, might not sound like a lot, but in 90% in anything. Now, granted, that's just people who've ever, played a game, but that's still amazing, 90th percentile in anything. Sometimes in matches a couple of cohorts ago, it would feel like my head froze and I could not calculate anything at all. Now happy to say this is happening less. Also feel the Polgar mates has forced me to do get a little better in calculating. Correct. But I see from the checkmate test that I have room for improvement, which I will try to work on this cohort. Have found that I enjoy the 15-10 blunder game format and will continue playing it, even if it is not in the task for the new cohort. Right, once you graduate 1,000, we're trying to tell you, hey, lay off the fast chess. Let's take a look at Giorgio. Okay. Oh, I like that. Decided to learn the game and rather than just enjoying the ride. Look at that epic improvement. Welcome to the dojo. Just a couple months at the dojo, he's flying up there. Okay, probably made it there and then dipped a little bit, the last couple of days. Clubs. I think he's from Norway, dude. By the way, I read this book, The Wolf's Path. Is that what it was? It was about kind of Norse history. And what I didn't understand, this is your tidbit for the day, is Norway, Norveg in the Germanic, right, is the path that the ships would take going to the north. So it wasn't necessarily a country that we think of it now. It was like a route, the north path going up there. Pretty cool, right? And then we say Norway in English, but then Norwegian from the Germanic Norveg. Okay, you didn't want to know that. You didn't want to know that, but Giorgio did. Okay, so here we go. Activity. So let's dial this back here. And dude did a lot of work, and it's the perfect distribution. Only a touch of openings, right? Great. Let's take a look. And here we got Giorgio. This was submitted pretty recently. The market is reviewed. And look at that. Bam! This opponent really had no time left. So usually we go to these grad shows, most everybody has the time graphs. And I'm happy to say this time graph, at least from the looks of it, looks like it's under control here. Okay. Beautiful so far. We have transposed into a French, and then that's a horrendous move. So, why is it a bad move? Because you're hanging your business, right? Okay, so if you didn't like knight d7, though, then you should consider bishop e7. Both those moves are fine. You're still doing great. This violates the principle of developing your queen too early, but like I said, the thing that's really going to hurt people at this level is hanging stuff. And here we're hanging some. So, boom, 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 boom. Useless check. Queen e2. Poor move. Okay, something like bishop f3. Bishop g7. Now, I want to show you something. We definitely want a tempo. We want to win a tempo on the bishop. Okay. Okay. Notice a move like this, it's somebody who's like, I want to do something. I'll tell you what he should have been doing. He should have been bringing out their coconuts. Come on, buddy. Good move. I like that a lot. H3. Okay. Knight b4. Good move. Rook a5. Now, whether we saw it or not, what's cool about this move for you is he has dislocated himself from the central fight. We have a grief that our rook is not yet really in the fight, right? So let's look at what you did. It's interesting. Boom, 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 boom. Now you could say to yourself, oh, I blundered my pawn, and maybe you did, but it's not necessarily over here. So a3, and now you played a great move, rook e6. Threatening mate. Suddenly it feels like I'm ahead in development for the first time in this match. Okay, now, in addition to a3, this is a great move, rook e6. What I want you to see how this happened, okay? So, knight b4, rook a5. In your mind, you're blundering a pawn, but look at what's actually happening. His rook remains sidelined, and now you're getting time to bring your boy in. And I don't know exactly what's going on. I think white should probably take on c6, but I do know that this guy has some grief. a3, bam, excellent move. b3. You say it's a mistake, but what do you want him to do? The guy suddenly has some problems. b3, I think it might be his only move. This is what happens to your opponents when they don't develop, okay? Boom. Check to the miserable king. King b2. Bam. Easy chess. Boom. Boom. Now we have a, let's call it a technically won position. Now, rook h2. Okay. Oh, that wasn't it. Now you played b6. I don't want the rook coming to f6 to protect f2. I think you mean c5 to protect c2. In that sense, it's a very good move. Now, either we're going to play rook d2 or just play rook d7 mouse. Because here the knight kind of wants to go back. I have some respect for that move, but shouldn't he take? I was expecting this move and estimated that my rooks could pick up the pawns. Let's look. Rook f8. Good move. Okay, I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing. And then we'll take on f4. Okay, that was a good variation, by the way. And f5, I criticized it, but if it works, it works. Right? Good. All right. Denying the white rook to get out. Now, by the way, you are playing some really good endgame moves here. Very good endgame moves. This is a high-class game, dude. This is a high-class game. Hold on. Because at the beginning, you played this abysmal queen d5, and then later, you're playing some really good chess, dude. b5. Okay. Let's run him. Run, Forrest, run. Rook f8. h4 is also good. Do I understand that move? I don't. Oh, simple chess. I love it. Oh, yeah. Let's trade. Oh, yeah. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Run. I like rook f2 better, but okay. There we go. Oh, it's just a yard sale. That was a really well-played game. Okay, that was great. That was really good. And here you can see right around here, you're crushing him, so I'm not going to yell at you for not using enough time. And this guy was just dead at the end. 0 time left. Okay, so I really enjoyed that game. And besides the queen d5, Giorgio, you know, the queen d5 was a little bit of a Viking move, man. But otherwise, you know, the Vikings, dude, they were just, it's nonstop, dude. They just kept coming at England again and again and again. And then King Knut seemed like he had it all under control. Instantly let it go, dude. Instantly let it go. Okay, we got 2 more graduations. Wait, let me check on the chat. Again, my second monitor is toast, so I'm just like not doing that great of a job looking at the chat. So let's go back. Now we're going to go no agi. I was very close to graduation when I joined, so I have only completed a few activities. Let's take a look. 1063. Look at that thing. Just flying up. We're going to follow. And has done a checkmate test. Did very well on it. Hasn't done it really much of anything else. Clubs. European. Adult. Nice activity. That's looking great. But we do want to go down one. See what they've done. Uh-oh. There we go. Looks like they, like you said, just joined. Hasn't done that much work yet. Probably no games. No. Okay. Good. We're going to hope to see some games from no agi. Finally, love the tactics. Polgar book for the win. NKM says. Flying up. Hasn't logged too much, though. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah, they made it and then dipped. That's acceptable, I guess. New to chess. If you are new to chess, my friend, and are at this level, at the 90th percentile of the chess.com people, well, that's something pretty special, man. Let's take a look. Clubs. Down under. Oh, yeah. Down under. Activity. Not much going on yet. I have a feeling no games. Okay. So, my friends, I got a lot of things to do. I am going to be in St. Louis for the 50-plus U.S. Senior Invitational next 2 Wednesdays. I'm going to be back tomorrow. But this show is going to get jadoobed. Either David or Kostya is going to do it, or I'm going to try to figure out something. But it's going to get jadoobed for next week. But right now, my friends, I get to indulge in something. We're going to see if Kraai can crack 2750 ChessCom. That's what we're going to do, my friends. How about that, buddy? How about that? Just a little bit of relaxation. I'm probably going to do terrible, But let's go. Let's waste these fools, huh? Uh-oh, here we go, buddy. Boom. I have no openings. I just play principled moves. Wow, he's a genius. I think you should play there. Fine. You want to take mouse? He says, I don't. I want to do something else. Fine. Do whatever you're going to do to me, buddy. I don't really know what I'm doing either. It's got to be said. Let's just try this. I'm just moving fast. Got to move fast, right? Got to move fast. I think you should take it. Yeah. Let's go over here. Get fancy. Would I play knight c5 if I could? Maybe. Yeah, you should take it. I think I'm doing fine here. Well, let's... I was about to say let's do the penetration, but I held back, and I just want some credit for that, okay? You do whatever you're going to do over there, buddy. He's coming for you, man. He's coming for you, boss. Oh, bishop f2, maybe. He's going to think about it. He's going for the gold over here. I'm going to say no gold for you. No gold for you, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, he went for it. Is this scary? Might be scary. How is it actually going to hurt me, though? Like, where is the body blow? He's only got a couple pieces on the attack. I don't know about this little man, Don't call him a little man. Okay? Jeez. Now, don't play queen h1. Now, he should be done, but, these things can be a little tricky. Look at my control of the C file. Bounce. How do I want G3 or G2? I don't think it matters. Let's go here. He should play Queen H4. It's kind of annoying. Oh, wait a second. I almost allowed a Queen D1 with Rook C5. I didn't want to do that. Bang! Bang! My bishop needs to do something, huh? My bishop is actually a turd. Hey, be careful. He's very fast. Did it get a little out of control? Yes, it did. No doubt about it. Got a little out of control, Baus. You're killing this fool. No, he wants to E2 me or something. Oh, he's coming for your soul, buddy. Where are you going to go, bud? I got a good time advantage. Let's go. I don't like it, buddy. You're making me real nervous with that. He's going to go G6, bud. That was a bad move, though. Now he's going to check you. We know. We know how this works. Very difficult what he's doing to you. Am I winning this? I don't know. I think I'm blowing is what you're doing. Oh, Kraai, I can't believe you, man. Fudge! Ah, Kraai, you kill me, Baus. Oh, I was killing this fool, man. Oh, that hurt. I'm just going to admit that that hurt. This is because Abdul. Why did this happen? It's because Abdul didn't teach me how to play, how to pre-move. If Abdul had taught me how to pre-move, dude, I wouldn't have gone like that. Let's talk to him a little bit, huh? Well, I'll take your coconuts, buddy. If you want your coconuts to get taken, I'm the man for the job. I want to go here. I could have taken on c4, buddy. You just had c4, you fool. Well. I'm moving a little fast here, dude. Playing a little bit of ugly chess. Stinking it up. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here, son. I don't got a clue. That was a bold move. I was just completely, again, crushing. And then what am I doing? No one knows. No one knows, Kraai, the moves you play. They're so nasty. Nasty, nasty girls. They're so nasty. Well. I got that time advantage. Come on, son. Come on, just let me win. Oh, I can't believe I didn't take that pawn on c4, buddy. Ah, it's one for the books. That's one for the books. All right, quick little break. I return to finish these people off. Boom. No openings, no problem. No openings, no problem. No, another choice. If you insist, my friend, that's something a dojo service we can do for you. Many moves possible play. Let's go here. Well, it's hard not to sink that baby in there, isn't it? Maybe a good move, but it's bold. It's a bold move, he says. Okay. Queen e7 and he lives? Is it true? Oh, that wasn't it. I guess he's stealing my pawn. I got a little more hectic than I wanted to. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Oh, here. he's going to A5 you, maybe? Oh, Kraai, did you make your life complicated? Did you make it complicated, buddy? I think you made it life complicated. Oh. What are you doing? Now you're thinking. That's not good. You weren't supposed to be thinking. I need a plan, buddy. Stan is in need of a plan. Oh, I'm not doing anything here. This guy's killing me. He can A2 me now. Damn it. Oh, I didn't believe in that, though. It's getting a little hot. Bam! Give me that, baby. Oh, he found it. This guy's amazing. He takes my knight. Ah, he's winning. That was a good trick he found, dude. I was playing a chump there too, man. He had no understanding of the game. That's what we expect here, though. That's okay. When they play the blitz and they don't know, they don't know. They're just blitz players, babus. Not all of them. Just most of them. Okay. Well, if that works, that would be disastrous for our sense of confidence. Disastrous for our sense of confidence. It might be just a disaster. This might be what it is. Most. Darn it. Oh, it's like the one trick he had in the position. Again, just falling for the crud. Go pawn takes, queen takes, knight f5. Bishop f5 probably wins too. Nope, not over yet. Oh, this is a problem. He's writing a novel. I'm alive. Okay. I have survived a little bit. Let's ask a bishop a question, and the knight a question. It's not a bishop, it's a knight. Have some respect. ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? I'm just going to say that looks like an issue. Say that looks like an issue. The man is coming for you, though, buddy. He's pretty angry about it, too, okay? That's game. Yeah, buddy! I lost so many points already today. What's going on? Oh, man. Oh, man. So, I'm munching on the pawns. I'm taking you up. Here we go. Munching on the pawns he's taking. I gotta stop. All right, till I lose. Oh, I got a hard opponent here with Vita. Here we go. No. Okay. If you want it, baby, you can have it. I should have played bishop f4. At least I'm playing quickly, huh? All right, Mama said sink it. He's doing fine. There's a little bit of griefs. A little bit. Queen b8. It's a hell of a move. That was a weird move too, though, huh? maybe he could play knight e5. Ooh, he's allowing rook f7. Oh, buddy. He's got knight f8 Kraai. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? It's hot though, you know. Some real heat happening here. Seems like they should be. Oh, really? Okay. I'm gonna admit that's not what I really wanted to see. It's gonna check me. It's fine. Buddy. Let's go. No. I don't know what you're doing. You gotta move, bud. He should play queen d4. Faster, buddy, faster. What exactly am I doing? Well, that's a weird move. I just wanted to get out of that c4 tack. Bishop d6, he's losing his mind. Oh, he is going for it. Don't take there. Just a little dirty trick that I have. Oh, he's got dirty tricks too, friend. I want that pawn. How bad did you want it though, buddy? This is just pure madness here. I know. Darn it. Time out. Oh, that was intense again, man. I feel like I started this little session at 27. Did I lose 2 games? My word, that's unfair. It's just unfair, dude. I was killing all these people. Hi. Let's go. Wow. Well, that's one way to play chess. Is he going to g5 me? He's thinking about it. I think he missed his chance to g5 me. If you're going to do it, my friend, you might as well do it. That's kind of clever. What are you going to do here, Kraai? That's what I want to know. I want to open position is what I want. Is it all correct, Mundo? I don't know. I just saw that knight in there and it looked good. He doesn't want to take it, but he might have to. Yeah, this looks nasty for him. He's saying I don't have to. That's what he's saying, buddy. Oh. I'd say you probably do have to. That's a jar right there. That's a little, you know, what are you supposed to do there? Okay, good move. I like what you did. Let's go on in. Let's play the simple chess. Yes, sir. Man, intense. Do the work, Kraai. Stop the shame. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, he knows what to do. Whew. No. Maybe a 5 move. B3. I'll take it one time. We are going to play King's Indian attack. Well, Mama said march him. I don't know what she meant when she said that. She said march him. Now, that was controversial. Maybe E4. He's got it. Yeah, he's coming for you, buddy. All right, here we go. I don't like anything you're doing here. I would appreciate, too, if you played a little faster. Yeah. This guy's just trying to hurt you is what he's doing. No, we take with queen if we can. Rook E1. Knight G5. I don't know. This guy's trying to kill, you know? He's not being nice about it at all. All right. Let's take once. And let's say, give me your coconut. Okay. let's just see where you want to go. I mean, that's not a bad move. Not a bad move, Uncle Joe. Rook D1. I'm just dying here. Man. It's not good. Right. I wasn't doing that bad until this. Oh, please just move out of the way. Now, can he take it? Maybe not. He says no. All right, let's go talk to him. Okay, I'm definitely not looking good here, my friend. This is terrible. Queen E7's got to be winning. What do you want to say? Okay, Queen E7. What am I doing? I might eventually bring my coconuts around. This guy just wants to hurt. He wants to hurt you. Oh, 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 so bad. Oh, he's got time issues. Got him. Whoo! Man, that was not well played. I'm trying to get out of here, but they have to beat me once. Oh, he's fast. I'm playing one of these blitzers. Knight C4? No. What the hell? Yeah, this guy's super fast. He is a blitz demon. How am I supposed to compete with the demon here? How about not dropping your stuff to start? This guy's just gonna raid you, dude. He doesn't care about nothing. Knight G4 hurts you. Yeah, this is horrendous. I'm already toast, dude. Already toast. How did it happen so fast? Oh, play against the blitz demon. I try to compete. I cannot compete against the blitz demon. Sorry, is it time to resign, buddy? D7. I don't know. Just take on E4, buddy. It's just not that hard. Well, imagine if I lived through this one. Maybe I might, I don't know. I don't want to sell it over much here, but maybe I could survive this. There's some practical chance. Let's put D7. He's missing stuff too. Okay, let's go here. I'm just hanging my business? Fudge sticks, dude. Oh, man. He's missing obvious stuff, but okay. I'm down 3 pawns, boss. I had to come back, dude. And then there was no comeback. You know? Pretty good moves. I might resign. Oh, okay, I'm gonna resign. All right, my friends, that was it. That was it. I lost the chump face over here. My friends, oh, you know what I got to do? I got to do one quick thing. I have been studying like a maniac, so let's go profile. And I was doing some great sparring recently, so we got to go training program, and we got to go openings. I've done a lot of opening. So build a response to E4. I've put in, I'm going to say 6 hours. Update. Build a response to D4. I've put in about 4 hours. And then all right, I did about 1 hour here. And now sparring. I did a lot of sparring with David Kostya and GM Eugene Perelstein. It's about 5 hours. We did a little bit with D4. It was more like 40 minutes. Update. Okay. Ooh, and I've been studying other things, but I'm gonna log that. Like I'm studying a book. I'm gonna log that when I am done with it. There's my little activity chart. Done a little bit of openings. Okay.